Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And it is January 6th, 2025. And we are going to be talking about another winter storm that's going to be coming to the United States as we get into later this week. And so we are going to need to keep an eye on it, as this winter storm could bring impacts to even those areas that have just been experiencing that snowfall, that freezing rain, and even that sleet yesterday. And some areas are still even continuing to deal with that today. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we will continue to keep you guys updated with the latest, as we do have another significant winter storm getting ready to roll on through. And once again, I really do appreciate you all getting me up there towards 1,000 subscribers, and I am also getting very close to being able to be a career on YouTube, which means you guys will be able to donate super chats, become members, and as well as donate super stickers to me, which obviously is going to take a few more weeks because my verify pin number has not came in the mail yet. But by the time it does, it should be able to verify it, and you guys should be able to do all that stuff, which I will let you guys know about as it rolls on through. So the first thing that I want to show you guys before we start talking about the forecast is that yesterday, when I was dealing with the ice storm, we had several tree branches fall on down, where you see those little tree branch slits right there, whatever you want to call those. That first one was this huge branch already falling down and onto my driveway, which was massive, by the way. And it's kind of hard to see, but the end of that branch is actually resting right on top of this one right there, pretty much in between the big part of the tree and as well as this branch right here. So that was definitely quite crazy when it happened. And we also got another huge branch that fell down, which you guys can't see the end of it because it's on the bottom of the hill, but it was another huge branch almost the same size as that one over there as it fell on down. And I was really worried it was going to hit my neighbor's house over there. I was also really worried we were gonna also lose power, but the good news is that we didn't, thankfully. I'm glad that our power really hold up, so you guys can thank me for being able to really keep an eye on this ice storm. Like I said, I was really afraid we were going to lose power, and I was also glad we did not have any damage to our houses. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday after the ice storm. So you guys can at least make sure to bless God for saving our lives after this ice storm rolled on through. Now let's really start talking about the forecast. And as you guys can see, giving you guys an overview about what to expect, is that we do have still winter storm warnings still in effect for those areas in the Ohio Valley and as well as the Mid-Atlantic. And we also do have those extreme cold warnings or cold advisories still in effect for those areas in the central and southern plains, and as well as the deep south, as we will likely see a lot of those temperatures dip down towards freezing. So make sure you guys are all really keeping an eye on this very closely. We could be seeing temperatures get down into the negatives in some areas, which we will go over a little bit later, but we definitely will need to watch those areas very closely, as we do have those cold weather advisories in effect too as well. Now, the main reason why we are really concerned about this cold air is that it could bring another significant winter storm to parts there of the southern plains and as well as the deep south, especially as we get later into this week, more on Friday and Thursday, as we could be seeing some pretty good freezing rain and as well as heavy snowfall there across parts there of Texas and as well as into Arkansas, with freezing rain, some sleet, especially where you see those orange colors, and as well as some heavy snowfall will appear possible, and that will continue to move eastward with still freezing rain continuing there, even across parts there of the Dixie Alley region, and as well as parts there of the Central Plains, with still freezing rain and heavy snowfall continuing even as we get into Friday of this week. And then I think the most concerning part is that we could be dealing with another round of snowfall for those areas that have already been seeing that freezing rain and as well as that heavy snowfall today and as well as yesterday, as another big round of light to moderate snowfall, maybe even some areas of heavy snowfall could unfold there across the Ohio Valley and as well as the parts there of the deep south as well. So definitely something to really watch for as models still continue to show this, and I also do think we might need to watch for even some more freezing rain as this does continue to head into the Carolinas as well, which will be something to keep an eye on, as we could be seeing quite a bit of freezing rain and maybe even similar impacts as what we were seeing here in the lower Ohio Valley yesterday due to that ice storm. And after that, it still is uncertain about what we will see, but by the time we get past the middle of January, I do think we may need to watch for another big winter storm potentially ongoing. Now, keep in mind that we are heading past the middle of January, so this obviously is not a slam dunk forecast as of right now about if we're going to see another shot of cold air or if we're even going to see another winter storm. But I do think another storm system like this could still unfold, as we could be seeing a little bit of freezing rain and heavy snowfall on the northern side of that system, and maybe even a little bit of severe weather, kind of like what we saw with this winter storm too as well yesterday. So definitely something to watch for, as we could be seeing a similar situation during the later part of January. But like I said, as of right now, we are heading far enough out to where things will still likely change completely. So obviously don't complain too much about this winter storm, as it does not appear certain. Now, another thing to watch for is going to be those temperatures, as we will be seeing those temperatures dip all the way down there into the negatives by the time we get into Thursday of this week, where we'll have that winter storm ongoing down there in the deep south. But at the same time, we will be seeing temperatures as low as negative 10 degrees potentially, guys. This is not your wind chills. This is your actual temperatures, okay? That includes Missouri, Southern Illinois, Southern Indiana, Southern Ohio, and as well as Northern Kentucky. You guys could all see temperatures below zero during that time, which could bring some isolated record low temperatures to parts of the region. So make sure you guys are all being on high alert, as you guys will be the bullseye for the coldest air. But we definitely will need to continue to watch it closely, as things could still shift around on what areas will see cold temperatures or not. But from what we know so far, it looks like the Ohio Valley is going to be the bullseye for those negative temperatures as they continue to surge on in later this week. Now, another cold shot that we do need to watch for, even though we will be seeing that big cold shot later this week, is going to be another one, especially by the time we get past the middle of January, where we could even see even more shots of cold air roll on through. This could very well be another potential polar vortex to watch for. From what we know so far, though, it does not appear likely as of right now, because we are actually heading even more far out, but it's definitely something to watch for, just to give you guys a heads up that we could be seeing a lot more cold shots by the time we get past the middle of January. But from what we know so far, though, this could still change a lot, so I would recommend taking this with a grain of salt still, as we still don't know exactly what's going to happen. But this is definitely something to watch for, as I do think a polar vortex will likely unfold sometime in the later part of January to possibly even early February, which will be something to watch closely for. Now, let's talk about the Climate Prediction Center, and we have not looked at this for a little bit, but this is just to give us an idea about what to expect as we get into the middle of January and as well as past the middle of January, starting off from January 11th all the way to January 15th, which will be the middle of January, where we will be tracking that potential for below normal temperatures across much of the southern United States, but especially the southeast, with maybe even a little bit above normal temperatures unfolding across those areas in the Dakotas and as well as into Minnesota. So it is something to watch for. I don't don't agree with above normal temperatures across the northern United States, because like I said, I think we'll see more of those cold shots rolling on through. But the Climate Prediction Center sure are experts, so we can definitely agree with them that we will probably see somewhat above normal temperatures there. So that will be something to watch for, and of course we'll even be seeing that potential for below normal precipitation across the west coast, and as well as below normal over there towards the mid-Mississippi Valley, where we could be seeing a little bit less of an active pattern, but still something to watch for, as the east coast and as well as the central United States could still get some round precipitation. And then if we compare that to the 8 to 14 day outlook, which goes past the middle of January, we are still going to continue to track that potential for below normal temperatures across much of the southern United States, and as well as parts there, the southeast especially. And I'm kind of still surprised the Climate Prediction Center still thinks that there could be some above normal precipitation up there in the upper Midwest, which definitely would be good news after all the cold air we've seen so far, because even if you guys are a little bit above average, you guys would still be really cold, because your guys' average highs up there are well below freezing for this time of year. So definitely something to watch for, as we could kind of be in a little bit of a wild pattern by that time, especially because we could still be getting a little bit of precipitation over here across the southern plains, and as well as up there towards the eastern Rockies, and as well as the eastern, not the eastern, but the western part of the central plains too as well, could definitely be gaining on some action. But at the same time, we will continue to deal with that below normal precipitation across the east coast and as well as the west coast, so definitely going to be quite interesting. Now, the final things that we're going to look at is your total freezing rain and also your total snowfall. Starting off with your total freezing rain, we will be tracking a large area of anywhere from a quarter of an inch to possibly even up there towards 3/4 of an inch. Now, that doesn't mean everyone will see freezing rain. That just means we can expect there to be chances for freezing rain after this winter storm passes today. And like I said, that most of what you see right there will be from the winter storm we'll be tracking later this week. So definitely something to watch closely for as we get later into this week. And not only that, we also will need to watch even much there of the Ohio Valley, and as well as parts there of the deep south, and as well as the mid-Atlantic closely for a little bit more in the way of snowfall with the system that is expected to roll on through later this week. And some of the snowfall is still even expected to come today, as that winter storm has not winded out of the United States just yet. It's still continuing to bring impacts over there in the mid-Atlantic, so something to continue to watch for, as we will still be seeing that potential for some more snowfall. But like I said, most of what you're seeing right there is going to come from this next winter storm, which like I said will be later this week, so we will definitely continue to watch it closely for you. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy today's weather forecast. Consider subscribing to the channel, as we will continue to keep you guys updated with the latest on this next big and as well as significant winter storm that is expected to roll on through later this week. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well. Those help out more than you know. And of course, leave any questions, comments, or concerns that you guys have down below. Feel free to leave anything down below, and I'll get to those comments in just a second. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Monday, and of course continue to stay safe from that ice storm if you are still under a winter storm warning. And I hope you guys all have a great start to your work week, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.